Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome back to Cash Talks Football, where we break down all the goals scored in the Premier League. And today we're doing Fulham against Liverpool. And I use my over 20 plus years coaching experience to give you a different insight into the game of football. Maybe you want to become a better coach or a player yourself, and you will learn some of the little techniques or some of the things that I talk about, so you can apply those to your game, and maybe you can become that better player or coach that you want to be. So first off, we're going to talk about the free kick here from Trent Alexander-Arnold, which is the first goal. It's a well-taken free kick, to be fair. And one thing when you see this free kick is you're just shocked that he doesn't score more free kicks, because he's that good of a ball, dead ball striker. He really should be doing better. Sorry, well, he does well, but better with more free, just because of his overall quality and his ability to strike a dead ball. And even from the corners, you just think this guy just needs to be on the ball more, just because he's a quality striker of the ball. So as he steps up to strike this, let's just have a little look. The wall is it's pretty solid. It's doing the right job. The keeper's doing the right thing. Why is the keeper doing the right thing? Well, because his wall is protecting this side of the goal, so he doesn't have to, and he's protecting that side of the goal. So everything is set up pretty well, except for one little thing. The ball is struck him perfectly into the far top corner. There's nothing the keeper can do and nothing that the wall can do. Sometimes when it's hitting so perfect, that's just what happens. You set up everything right, and it doesn't matter because the player is just better. And that is exactly what happens here. Liverpool are slowly clawing themselves back into the title race. I'm not sure it's going to happen because Man City are going to just do what Man City do, but at least they're going to give it a fight. Let's go on to the next goal. So here we go for the build-up of this goal. The first thing I want to show you is you've got Andy Robinson here fighting with a Fulham player. Instead of actually trying to win the ball, what he does is he tries to body check the player. Now, he also is caught because clearly, as you can see, he's the left back and he's in the middle of the goal here, dealing with what maybe one of the centre-backs should have been really doing. Virgil van Dijk's gone off for a little wobbly, and there's a player completely unmarked. That means someone's not tracking back, a midfielder's not coming across, or maybe Robinson shouldn't be doing this job in the first place. His centre-back should have been doing it. So let's just have a little watch. Bosh, look, fights him, pushes him out of the way. Now Andy Robinson isn't there to deal with this little ball to this guy on the outside here, which is a massive problem. It's actually quite good that what happens here is the most overrated centre-back in the world, Virgil van Dijk, pressures the ball. He actually comes around from behind Robinson, because obviously he can see Robinson's doing something. Now Robinson is doing not quite a good enough job. As soon as Van Dijk goes across over to there, he needs to be back covering for Van Dijk. And you can see obviously that this guy's going to try to pick out a pass because he's got extra time on the ball. And as he kind of knocks it over, you can see this is where Robinson needs to be now, because Van Dijk has got covered over to do his job. It's not quite there. The old young centre-backs come in and actually gets this some ricochet header, really. I think his name's Kwanzaa. But you can see the difference. When a player overlaps and does... Sorry, it is still overlapping. Goes out and pressures the player wide. You need to still do his job. Don't focus on yourself being a left-back, Robinson. You need to be back in and doing the job for the most overrated centre-back in the world, Virgil van Dijk. And you don't. So that's kind of what ends up happening. But the ball breaks here. And it drops to feet. I'm not sure who this little chappie is here for Fulham. And he just finds the corner ever so discreetly. It's really a quality finish. When the ball breaks, bonk, here we go. You can see him ring onto it. And also you can see this is a huge problem here for Liverpool, is in the fact that all their players have been suckered in. Look at how much space they've given Fulham. You're 1-0 up. You're constantly losing goals in the Premier League. You need to be a little bit more defensive-minded and somebody come back and help you defend. Look at them. It's awful how much space there is that they've given to Fulham. It's shocking. Fulham find the bottom corner. Quality finish, to be fair. It does take a little ricochet. It doesn't matter. It's all about the finish. Calm and composed inside the box. That's really well done. Let's get on to the next goal. This goal is caused by this Fulham player being completely useless on the ball and trying to do something that he shouldn't do. Right, he's trying to find these two players here. And I think it's this little chappy, little Harvey Elliott. I don't rate him, never will. Comes running in and he nicks the ball here. Now, there's so many problems with what this guy's trying to do. First of all, the pass is really splitting these players and finding this guy right there. That's really the pass. Can you see that? Straight through there to these guys. The reason why you don't want to play this ball is because not only is it square, not only is it going across these two players and they can both cut it out, is it has to be perfect. If you play this pass here and this guy nicks the ball, you can come in and try to win it back and do something about it. If you play this pass here, you can't do anything if one of these players lose the ball. You cannot. Remember, if you play it to this guy here, he can link these two guys who are running into the play and switch the ball afterwards because you've broken the line. You're assuming this line is going to tackle you no matter what. Now you can see how bad it actually is. So by the time he plays it, because he takes an extra touch, these guys have run on too far. So if they don't win it, there's no one there to win it for them. But he's completely misplayed the pass. At least if he's misplayed that one, there's a fight happening somewhere and they can try to win it back. Nope, he's just completely shanked it. In comes this little wee man here and wins the ball back. It's shocking. Now, both players shouldn't be going for a mazy run. They shouldn't be. One of them should really be holding back, looking at what the other player's doing and going, right, okay, mate, I'm sitting because you're going. That's exactly what should be happening. And the reason, until he receives the ball. The minute he receives the ball, you're completely okay to go with him as well. But neither of you have the ball yet. So you've both gone for no reason. Not good enough. Now, because Fulham are caught on the transition, it's simple that all this little Harvey Elliott kid needs to do is find someone's feet. And he does do a really good pass. Look, he's threading the eye of the needle straight to, I think it's Gravenberch's feet, straight through both of these two guys here. And because, look at the space he's got instantly when he receives it. Obviously, because Fulham were just pushing up, and now they're not back to defend. But this pocket of space here, he takes a touch, and he puts it into the top corner. It's hard to rag on the Fulham defenders here, these guys, because of the way the ball's been split through these two, that any of them could come out and pressure or do something properly there, just because of the way he's received the ball, just because of where he is on the field. He just takes a touch, and when the inside of his foot finds the top corner, great strike, really. But Fulham just make it easy for them by making so many little simple errors on that transition. You have to understand, this is what Diego Jota does. Love the player. He has that ability to score goals from absolutely nothing. He can have 14 shots and score 19 goals. He's one of those players. And I don't think he's ever given enough credit in this Liverpool side because there's so many other great players inside of it. In the goal-scoring sort of sense, I'm talking about, the Salahs and when he first came, the Bobby Firminos and those sort that were just scoring goals for fun. But this little wee chap here, now it comes down to this little challenge. I want you to watch this. So you've got this little chap here, Gakpo, and the Fulham player coming in for a little 50-50. And this is what the goal comes from. It's right here. Look, what's this? Boop. It's that luck there that gets them the goal. But also, his body shape changes when he goes for the tackle, doesn't do it quite right. And because of that missed tackle right there, the whole field opens. And in Jota goes. And this is what he's great at. Making these runs. And he's got no business of scoring from where he is. But that's what he's good at, and he scores. Like right now, you're looking at that 1v1. Shouldn't be a problem. The Fulham defender is close enough to make a challenge, and he doesn't. The goalkeeper's in a decent spot. He's never beaten him here because he's on his left foot. It should be simple save for the keeper, and it's just not. As we move this forward, he gets his little shot away. I'm shocked that the defender doesn't touch it. Defender's close enough. He's tight enough. He can't do much more than he's doing. I want to rag on defenders all the time, but he's there. What else is he going to do? Keeper, however, though, doesn't touch the ball enough for me. Makes a bit of a meal of it. Goes underneath him. Should always have that, and he doesn't. And it goes into the net box. 3-1 to the Liverpool. Are they going to win the league? Probably not, but at least they're making a fight of it. So we have something entertaining to talk about for the next couple of weeks. And I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.